So, should I even talk about this? I'm probably going to regret it. I know Mrs. W is not going to be happy with it. She doesn't. She likes me to stay away from controversy, but I think it's important because it affects so many of us that are YouTube creators. So, this whole the whole thing with Pewdiepie. If you don't know what's going on, he is. We all know Pewdiepie. I don't like his content. I don't subscribe to it. It seems it's a little strange to me, but that's not the point. The point is how he's been treated, in my opinion, and how he's been intentionally targeted for destruction by tired of this term, the mainstream media, the Wall Street Journal, specifically. And what they did is they took some of his stuff that he did, and I will agree that it was in bad taste, but he has every right to say it, and it was far from the anti-Semitic, and it was far from hateful. I just don't think Felix is that type of a person. And what they did is they completely manipulated it to make him look like a white supremacist Nazi. They even went so far as to take a picture of him pointing at something and giving the impression to the viewer that he was doing the Sieg Heil, the Nazi salute. And I just watched several videos on YouTube creators that have commented on this. Namely, the last one that I just watched is Casey Neistat's. I don't know what it is about him that so rubs me the wrong way, because I was such a huge fan of his content, and it really influenced the way that I make videos even to this day. I just loved it. And from the time that he came out with that Hillary Rodham Clinton, calling us out and telling us that that we were basically terrible people and complicit in racism and homophobia and bigotry if we didn't vote for this horrible woman, that was really it for me. I went back a couple times, what is he doing? And then I watched the video they did with Pewdiepie, and that was the nail in the coffin. If you go there and look at it, you'll see that just tremendous thumbs down, and it's just incredible to me how quickly he has turned into a pariah. And I look at that and I wonder what is it? Why is that? I don't think he's a bad person, and he's really puts a lot of time into family. One of my subscribers said a couple of years ago, you guys really have a lot in common. And I said, I don't know how you see that. He's kind of a New York hipster, and, we were out here doing our thing. It's like, well, you guys share the same things that are really important, integrity and family, putting family first and working hard. And I thought he really made a good point. And even though our lives were very much different, we did have a lot of those things in common. And I think it is he that has changed, and I think a lot of people realize that, and maybe that's what happens when you are bombarded with success. And I want to look at that and make sure, I never will achieve that type of success that he has had on YouTube, however that's measured. But I wonder if being told something, told that you're good or great, or we love this, or you can do no wrong by so many people, you don't start to buy into your hype. Because the reality of it is, I'm nothing more than a guy with a amateur camera, making videos and uploading them on YouTube on my laptop. Let's see it for what it is. This is not anything really more than that. It's just me sharing my life, and my life is not any more important than any one of your lives. It's just I've chosen to do this, and the same thing for him. He is not he's not smarter than the rest of us. He's not better educated. He's not more informed than the rest of us. But when YouTube creators come off as if that they're coming from this point of wisdom, that they're going to climb up on this ivory tower and give the what for to all of us peons down in the trenches. I don't like that. I don't like that at all, actually. And you get that condescending nastiness from actors as well. That patronizing, condescending attitude. I thought we were talking about Felix, so let's wrap this up. So going back to Felix. So, you know what? I've known this for a long time. I despise. I'm not going to use the word hate. I think that that's a very strong word that I would reserve for, I don't even know what I would reserve it for. But I loathe the mainstream media. They are some of the most despicable people in the entire world. And the more that the more that I do YouTube, and the bigger the numbers get, and the more I come in contact with some of these people, it solidifies everything that I really knew. They are the most hateful, vengeful, cowardly, miserable, backbiting, backstabbing, manipulating lowlifes that I've ever come across. And when I watched what they did to Felix and the hit piece that they put out on him, and how they manipulated and changed what he did to make him portray him in a way that he wasn't, that's it. You know what it is that the mainstream media is. Do you know what death throes mean? People that may be dying and on the verge of death, they'll gather up a little bit of strength, that last little bit, to flop around or to cry out or to do something that last is kind of called a death throw. It's a grim picture. These people, CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, all of them, they're in the death throes. They're no longer relevant. Nobody's watching them anymore. Everyone knows that they're dishonest. Everyone knows what type of despicable people they are, and they're turning away from them. And that's why, just like you, I'm going and finding my news and my interest, my entertainment from things that are authentic. I'm going to people that are going, when there's a riot on the streets, I'm going to YouTube channels that are streaming live. They're reporting. They're not polished. They're not experts. They might even be broadcasting from their phone, but I'm getting a real story. They're actually there. They're not trying to lie to me, and they don't hate America. And I'm just so aggravated by what they did, and I wish I had a bigger platform. I wish I could expose them to more people, because I just think that they're just the worst thing. I think that they are the ruin of our society. I really do. So, all right. Well, that's my rant. Thanks for watching. Keep me in your prayers, and we'll see you guys on the next video.